Hey everyone, freshly shaved Eggman here with another video. Today I'm going to do a top 10 video of cards that I'd like to see reprinted. Bandai's been pretty good at reprinting cards, and the game is not really expensive as long as you don't want to run Victory Strike, so I want to just make this fun little top 10 list. There will not be Victory Strike and Sensu Bean won't be on the list because they're obvious choices and I don't want to make obvious ones, so there's that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10. Alright, we're going to start slowly with King Vegeta Surprise Attack. This is just like a random extra card from set 1, but set 1 is, slowly, it's been out for like, almost 2 years now, so these cards are getting older. And we already know that set 1 cards can be really expensive sometimes, Sensu Bean, but yeah, this is, I think, one of, like a green extra card that doesn't get a lot of love, but I think and in a format with like deadly defenders and stuff, it's becoming more prevalent and stuff. So I think it's a good card. It's only like $1 right now, so it's not like crazy expensive. But yeah, it's just the first card I thought of. So let's go to number 9. Number 9. Next up is Ginyu, the Reliable Captain. For people who don't know what this card does, all Ginyu in your hand gain evolve into yellow 2 Ginyu. So you can evolve into the 6-drop Ginyu a little bit faster. But also, when you play this card, choose any number of Ginyu Force from your hand other than Ginyu and play them. I think this card isn't like super rare, but it's an old promo, and I think Bandai doesn't want this card to exist anymore just because it kind of limits their design for kind of Ginyu Force stuff. Just once again, it plays all of them, and it's not color specific, so it can play the red ones. I've been seeing some people mess with like Shenron decks where it's all red, but you death Child's Wish into Ginyu, and then you just play your entire hand. So I think that's really a possibility, and it could be really good. So yeah, I think this card's cool, and maybe if we could, if they want to support Ginyu Force this way, they should rebuild it, but remake it. But if they don't want people running this card, they definitely shouldn't be remaking it. So, but that's it for number 9. Number 8. All right, here's where the ball really gets rolling. We've got Scientist Fu, probably one of the best Overwhelm cards just in existence. It's a 1 energy Pot of Greed with like double strike and 25k. So really powerful, really good at ending games, giving you the advantage. This card has always been like pretty expensive for Dragon Ball cards. It used to be like over $20. It's going down to 5 since Overwhelms. They've been trying to push Sparking and Burst to get around Overwhelm, but still a really good card. It's been reprinted once as a Judge promo, but I don't really count that since they're not like access to all for those. So I think this is a really good card, and if they want to keep pushing kind of Overwhelm tactics and stuff like that, I think this would be a good candidate for a remake. Number 7. Alright, next up we've got Clan of Terror Mecha Frieza. This card has been fluctuating in price pretty much since it's been out, but it's an old promo, which means it's a little bit harder to get. But also it has the auto. When you play this card, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 1 battle card among them. Your opponent plays that card in their battle area in rest mode. So this is really good for sniping out battle cards and like super combos. I've seen people use this so they have to play Bardock, and so they snipe a life when they do that. Like clever stuff like that. You get to see your opponent's hand, which is really nice. Also, since this is a 4-drop Frieza, you can get him with the Yellow Desire Revival of the Emperor, so that's really nice. It was kind of like its price fluctuated for a little bit when Black Mass Saiyan was announced. It was the one that when your opponent plays a card using a non-keyword skill, they have to drop 2 cards. But the ruling is that Clan of Terror Mecha Frieza, even though your opponent plays the card, it's your effect, so it doesn't trigger Black Mass Saiyan. But so once again, it kind of fluctuate, like, people stockpiling them, and then the ruling not working out, and so people just having a bunch of them. But yeah, that's this card. I think it's really good, and still really good at breaking bad stuff. So yeah, that's it for this one. Number 6. Next up, we've got Saiyan Team Wakaba. I'm actually surprised on the price of this guy. I remember it being like $20+ when it first came out, just because it was a dash pack promo, and those are so fickle to get because you gotta buy so much product, and then it's still a gamble, like a 1 in 4. So But yeah, really solid card. And I think what happened is a lot of people used to play Veggies, and it was like the archetype to beat back in like September or August, even June, July, when this, when the card first came out. And so I think a lot of people bought these up, and then when it kind of got out of favor, it probably, people probably started selling them. So anyways, really silly effect. Pretty much you decrease the energy cost and specified green cost of a Kale or Khalifa in your hand, and also you search the top 10 of your deck for a Kale Khalifa, and if you get a Khalifa, you get to play it for free, which is dumb. When this first came out, there was one Kale and one Khalifa, and so it was fine, but of course they want to make more cards for this guy, and so it's kind of like what they did it's kind of like Ginyu, right? Like they make the effect kind of stupid because it's only going to work for a couple more cards, and then kind of really limits design for the future. So it's going to be interesting to see if they get design locked with this or what, because they can't make a Kale that costs like more than 4 or something like that, because if they make like a 6-drop Kale, you're like, oh, let me play it on turn 2 real quick. That's not fun and productive. So anyways, that's saying Team Wakaba. Let's go to the next one. Number 5. Next, we've got Glory Obsessed, Prince of Destruction, Vegeta. This card's pretty powerful and probably the best from the championship pack of 2018. Since it's no longer 2018, I don't think they're giving these packs out anymore. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're giving these out to events anymore. But yeah, this card's pretty good. It's kind of like a mini Jiren, if you guys remember the 4-drop Jiren, or when that was the only one that existed. But yeah, if your leader's red, you can attack battle cards that are in active mode. And when this card attacks battle cards, switch this card to active mode and gains plus 10k power for duration of the battle. So really powerful. At kind of attacking battle cards in active mode is really the best way, in my opinion, to get rid of cards with barrier that are kind of sticky. So I think this card's just kind of been power crept up just for card removal in that way. Yeah, and just really good. 25k hitting your Goku striving to be the best probably is really good. I could actually see that in the Red Frieza army from Clash of Fates, because I know they get stuck with striving to be the best sometimes. But anyways, very good card, and hopefully it doesn't get too pricey. It's only $10, which is expensive for Dragon Ball, but not too bad. So number 4. All right, we've got Mirror Creative Absorbs, probably one of the best finishers in the game right now. Even when it came out, this card was just crazy. You overwhelm 4 in 1 energy for like something that can't be out comboed, right? That's just silly. I'm really surprised Bandai did this, and I feel like for some reason it was like a mistranslation and they never wanted to fix it. And even if it wasn't a mistranslation, it's still 30k. Like even if it didn't get the combo boost, 30k is stupid big. And recently, it's been used in Storm as just like a finisher card, but I've also been seeing it used recently for Broly, because you can officially, with its leader, you can give it double strike, or just untap it or retap it by taking energy and swing with it again, right? Like you can't out combo this thing. It pretty much forces your opponent to have a negate to deal with it, and if they don't, then they take a lot of they take a life or two. So really good card. It's not too rare, but I think it's something that's worth a reprint, and I know a favorite for a lot of people. Number 3. All right, next up we've got Fearless Pan. This one's more of the price for it's $14, which is one of the most expensive, like Judge of a standard card, one of the most expensive ones right now. This card was really good when it came out. I don't think it's ever been thought of as a bad card. For people who don't know what it does, it's a barrier blocker, which is already great. It's a 3-drop 15k, so you can use Child's Wish for it. And then also, when you play this card, choose all your other red leader cards and red battle cards, they gain plus 5k power and double strike for the duration of the turn. Just giving like your whole field double strike is just a win condition in itself. Like that's really powerful. I know people have been experimenting with it in like the red Yamcha kind of stuff, and just red decks in general. It's just a win condition, and it's just really great. And you can also get it from Chain Attack Trunks, which a lot of red decks are running too. So just being able to say, okay, 2 energy, evolve, Fearless Pan, give my field plus 5k and double strike, can just be really powerful. So really great card, and hopefully they get it again. It's from Crossworld, so it's almost a year old, but definitely I think worth a reprint. Number 2. Alright, next up we've got Rapid Onslaught Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. Oof, what a mouthful. He's also a little bit less expensive than I remember. I remember this used to be up to 30 bucks. It's a Dash Pack promo from the first Dash Pack, which means it's from the set 2, because set 1 didn't have one. But yeah, this guy's really good for a lot of reasons. And when he first came out, he was really great too, because he has some self-awakening potential, which a lot of cards didn't have back then. But yeah, it's a double strike. When you play this card, you may choose one card in your life, place in the drop area. If you do so, gain critical for duration of the turn. But it's also an evolve for a blue and 2 generic energy. So he's really good for the UI engine, especially because he's a 5-drop blue Goku, which is great. But also you can get him out for 3 energy. Most other 5-drops take 4 or 5 energy to get out. So just so you can cheese energy with that is really great. But yeah, it hasn't been reprinted. Probably one of the oldest promo. Yeah, it's promo number 22, so one of the oldest promos, and I think relevant for kind of modern archetypes right now as well. So I've only got like 2 of them myself. I'd really like to get a full set. Maybe I will because they're like 10 bucks now, but definitely a card that I think should be reprinted. And once again, maybe looking at all these cards that haven't been reprinted, maybe just Bandai's like, man, evolving into a 5-drop Goku for 3 energy is probably a little bit too powerful. Instead of fixing the card, let's just not print it again and see what happens. So, but yeah, really great card, and maybe you should pick it up right now. Once again, it's only 11 bucks. Maybe, yeah, it seems pretty consistent. So maybe I'll pick up a couple of those. So, number 1. And at number 1, we've got Foreseeing Hit. Did you foresee that happening? He's probably the best super rare from the Tournament of Power. He's crazy. The fact that you get to play him for 4. He's a 20k double strike. You get to see your opponent's hand. You get to swipe 2 cards out of their hand. Really good for like stopping a combo for like on turn 5, like Shenron Vegeta. But like, yeah, he's really great. One of my friend's favorite cards. And for a very good reason. So he's only 10 bucks. He's not super crazy. Once again, I remember this guy being like 30 bucks. So maybe, I don't know why. I think these cards are a lot pricier than they are. But yeah, this set is not in rotation anymore, or not in print anymore. As you can see, it's 120 bucks for a box, which is like twice the price of many boxes right now. Also because it probably has Son Goku in it. So that's really good. Once again, the most expensive card. Like, let me show you how expensive this card is. Yeah, so here at 230 bucks right now is the Victory Strike. Next up, we've like level 2 Judge promos are the next thing. And only because these guys weren't really printed, and Trunks is really good. But you can only run 1 now, so that's fine. And then like the next, like the most expensive non-Judge promo is the Son Goku. I'm surprised I don't have the special rare for Son Goku. It's the one that is signed by Sean Shamel. But like also this is from Tournament of Power, right? And then Demigra. But like if you get like, you can get this SPR, Demigra, Gogeta, and Vegeta, and you are at the same price as Victory Strike. So that's crazy. Sleepy Boy Eggman here, editing this. I realized that the footage just kind of abruptly ended, and I didn't really say goodbye. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment which cards that I missed that you guys want reprinted. Subscribe for some more videos, and I'll catch you all next time.